correspondent Jasper Mortimer, who joins us from there. Jasper, a flurry then of diplomatic activity from Erdogan. Two very separate things, though. The first one, controversial, though, as he met with Hamas.
Yes, Ismail Haniyeh gave President Recep Tayyip Erdogan Hamas's latest positions on a ceasefire with Israel, the release of Israeli hostages, and the aid that the Palestinians in Gaza require. Turkey has been sending aid to Gaza via Egypt. Erdogan, for his part, called for unity among the Palestinians. By that, he meant the Palestinians in the West Bank, who tend to support Fatah, should stand with the Palestinians in Gaza, who tend to support Hamas. And this showed a slight evolution on Turkey's part, because in the past, Erdogan has stood with Mahmoud Abbas, the head of the Palestinian who is also the leader of Fatah. Secondly, Erdogan pledged his unstinting support for the Palestinians in their fight against Israel. One thing I should comment on, because there's been quite a lot of speculation that as Qatar has indicated it wants to withdraw from negotiations between Israel and Hamas, that Turkey, Erdogan, could step in. However, that is not going to happen. Turkey has burned its bridges with Israel. Both countries have recalled their ambassadors from each other's capitals. Erdogan has been accusing Israel of behaving like Nazi Germany. So there is no trust at the moment between Ankara and Jerusalem.
Jasper, let's move on to talk about today then. He's in Baghdad now, Erdogan. Very different and difficult issues to discuss there.
Yes, and I think this will be very interesting negotiations because each side has valuable things to ask of the other. Erdogan wants increased cooperation in cracking down on the PKK, the Kurdish insurgent group that operates from northern Iraq. Turkey plans an offensive against the PKK in the coming months, which Iraq doesn't want, obviously. He doesn't want foreign armies on its territory. Erdogan also wants Baghdad to allow the Kurdistan Autonomous Authority in northern Iraq to resume exporting oil through Turkey. You know, the pipeline from Kirkuk in the Kurdish Autonomous Authority to Ceyhan, the port on Turkey's south coast, used to be a valuable source of revenue for Turkey. But Baghdad put its foot down and that flow has stopped. Erdogan would like Baghdad to take its foot off and allow the flow to continue. Iraq, on the other hand, wants Turkey to release more water from its dams on the Tigris and Euphrates. Those two rivers are responsible for 90% of Iraq's water, and Iraq has been accusing Turkey of constricting the flow. Iraq also wants Turkish investment, principally in the big highway and railway that it plans to build from the northern border of Iraq right down to the southern tip of Iraq.
Jasper, thanks very much. Jasper Mortimer, our correspondent, talking to us live there from Ankara.